Hello, everybody. Welcome to this English speaking club. So today we have some English speaking topics to discuss here and to improve our own English skills. That is the main purpose here. Yes. And to join us here, we invited Alaor. Alaor is from Minas Gerais. Sorry, Alaor is from Goiânia. And we have Alice as well. Alice is from China. So hello, Alaor. Give it a compliment for the people who are watching us on the YouTube.
Hello, everyone.
Alice, it's your turn. Would you like to say hello for everyone, to greeting the people who are watching us?
Hello, everyone. It's a very nice Saturday. Great to have you listen to us YouTube video.
Nice. That's it. That is this part. So without further ado, I just made it some materials to discuss here. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not sure about it because I was looking for some new topics. And I'd like to say that today it's going to be a quite different way to practice speaking skills. And you're going to see in you're going to see in a few minutes why I'm telling that. So first of all, let me introduce this YouTube channel for the people who maybe are watching us for the first time. This is our English speaking club. We have people from all over the world to join us and practice their speaking skills. And at the same time, we have been made new friendships. And that is, in my opinion, the best part of learning new language, when you are able to connect with people all over the world and make new friendships.
Fala pessoal, tudo bem com vocês? Desculpa interromper o momento do vídeo, eu apenas gostaria de deixar um recadinho para vocês. Esse é meu canal, onde eu divulgo para vocês o meu desenvolvimento no inglês e as minhas habilidades que eu venho adquirindo estudando sozinho e desenvolvendo aqui, num grupo de amigos que eu mesmo criei. Se você gostaria de fazer parte dessa história, eu gostaria que você deixasse o seu nome aqui nos comentários, deixa o seu oizinho que eu vou entrar em contato contigo e nós teremos a oportunidade de estudar juntos, ok? E fiquem tranquilos, não tem valor exorbitante, é apenas uma porcentagem para me ajudar a continuar construindo vídeos assim como esse para vocês. Espero que vocês gostem e assistam até o final. Vejo vocês lá.
Without English, maybe we will never know each other. I'm right, maybe, and without English, we will never be here. And today, I'd like to tell you that our topic is going to be something like, what is your opinion? That is going to be the main point here. You're going to give me your opinion. So to get started, I would like to give you the first topic. Alaor, it's your turn. I'd like to know what is your point of view when we're talking about equity. So what is it? What is equity for you?
Yeah, the image describes very well. It's about giving I think, like the proper amount of opportunities for the right type of people, right? Because in terms of education or even buying food or be able to have a healthcare service, there are different level of people that have access to those services in your society. So you kind of have to give different types and amounts of kind of help to those people reach like basic stuff in your society. So I think equity is almost kind of that, you know. So
Nice.
so you have not exactly the same amount of help given to people, because we have a lot of different level of society opportunities, right?
Yeah, man, I think you described very good, very well. I believe that we believe on the same way. But let me know here, Alice, what is equity about in your point of view? What is equity?
In my opinion, equity is a very important thing, and actually, in every country, we have law, and I think when we set the law, we want to use this law to ensure that equity exists in this country. Equity means every human beings are born equal. We should have the same rights. We should have the same opportunity to access to some resources, such as education resource, healthcare resource, and a lot of resource. We need to have the same opportunity to this resource. And I think equity is very important. For example, in the picture, Alex is presenting. There are three people. They are in very different conditions. There is an adult who is a man, and a young girl, and another people who is disabled. I actually, if we don't have law, I think that that adults have more opportunity to access to the results, which is the football game in this picture. But if we have our law, we need to give help to the disabled people and the young girl. We give them more help, then they can have the same equity as the adult. And I think this equity is very important. It's because maybe now for our three, we are both adults. We are now we are at the good time of our life, but maybe in the future, maybe 50 or 60 years old, we will be senior citizens, and at that time we need some help from other people. At that time we will not be as strong as now, and then it will be hard for us to access to some resource. So I think if we want to be helped by other people at that time, now I think we should try to give other people some help, such as help old people, help children, help disabled. And then in the future, I think when we need help, they will give us help, and this can ensure the equity in around the world.
Yeah, I really like the way you used to express your point of view about equity. But yes, there are a lot of people who have some misunderstanding about that. When it comes to say equity, they are so confused about equality or equity. It's not just about provide opportunities for people. It's just to pay attention about each one of the persons that you are provide some opportunities, because they will be not at the same level, maybe about the instruction, maybe about physical level, maybe about mental health and things like that. So we must pay attention at each one of the persons, and after then we're gonna we're gonna be able to help them as they need. So that is something like that. But it's quite difficult, isn't it, to describe equity? There are a lot of ways to do it. But let me show here, guys, what some researches that I made describe equity. Equity is the idea that we all deserve equitable access to opportunity and rights. But of course, taking consideration the ability of each person. So that is the difference between equity and equality. But I think you made it. Now we have another point of view that we'd like to hear about your ways to thinking. Alawar, when I use this word for you, freedom, what it means for you?
Yeah, I think freedom, I think each person has their own meaning of freedom, because each person has a different lifestyle, different goals for the life, different vision on the life, you know. But I think in general term these days, when we talk about freedom, it's mainly about your I first think in not living to work, you know, because when you're living to work, you're definitely not freedom, right? Because you have to live your own life with your family, with your friends, and living that way, we won't able to do that. So I think freedom is when mainly in the ideal scenario when you like doing something, working with something that you really like it, and you don't feel overwhelmed, so you have a pretty time to enjoy your free time, enjoy, like I say, your family, your friends, and I can be hypocrite as well. You have to have money, so I think freedom it's kind of related to money as well, because to do a lot of things nowadays you have to pay in some case a considerable amount of money. So I think it's kind of related to these three things, you know, work that you really like it and you don't feel overwhelmed, and you're very satisfied about that, and you have plenty time with good people to spend your free time, and you are financially able to do it, you know, to make a trip, or to go to some place, or to visit somewhere that you had a dream to go, you know, things like that. Spend good times with good peoples that you have in your life.
Oh, nice to hear that. It's yeah, like you just said here at the beginning of your speech, you told us that I believe that each person has their own way to see it, has their own point of view. And I have been heard so many people told me that some times ago that they are able, or for them, freedom is attached when you with the retirement, you know, freedom attached with retirement. And I don't see it like that. As you just said here, work is important because without it, we will not be able to afford anything, even gas for our cars or vehicles, even for maybe travel, enjoy our life. So money is attached from freedom as well. I think so, but not so, not in a point in that we cannot be free without money. That is not the point here, but I got you, and I agree what you just said here. Everyone would like to have their freedom, and they will use this freedom to do what they want. And I hope that freedom, as we are talking here, guys, for everyone who are watching us, we are talking about freedom, and of course, to do or to exercise these rights to be freedom, you just needed to do everything under the law. Okay, we cannot do everything that we want, because there are a lot of people who has some bad thinking, some bad dreams, and that it's not it will be not allowed for the law. So but just take care about what you think. But freedom is an amazing feeling. I hope everyone that is here right now could have this feeling, could feel that you, Alaur and Alice, you both are freedom. That is an amazing thing. Alice, let me know about your point of view. What is freedom for you, Alice?
Yeah, I think in definition, freedom is for a human being, they can do everything they want. They can have any kind of lifestyle that they want. This is freedom. But I believe that no one can have 100% freedom, and there is no 100% freedom in the world. Such like Alex said, we should never do violate the laws. We should always obey the law. So such as maybe someone thinks that doing drugs what is something they want to do, but they will never have freedom to do this. If they do this, they will be punished by the law. And if someone thinks that a lot of bad things, I think maybe I don't need to give any example about this. So I think, but we can try to make we can try to make the most of the freedom in our life. If we can obey the law, we can try to do everything we want, such as if we like traveling after retirement, we can work hard for this. Now we can work really hard and to earn a lot of money, and then after retiring, we can have this kind of lifestyle. We want cars, we want big houses, and we need to work hard for this. But actually, this is not 100% freedom, because no one likes working. So I think when we spend some time working for money, this is not freedom. So we can, I think this is just a trade-off. We need to use something we have already have to in exchange of something we don't have, such as money. But I believe that the harder people work, the more freedom they will get. I actually a lot of people works really hard every day. Just to find the freedom. If they are very lazy, they don't work, they don't have enough money, then they don't have enough choice. They can be a homeless people who is helped by the government. Then they can also they will be full every day. They will still be healthy because the government will help them. The government will help them to have a normal life, to be not to stay healthy and avoid hungry. But they can also do this. They can't chase for anything else. For example, if a homeless people want a car, it is useless because the government will not give them this. But for hard-working people, if they have a car, they want a car, they can work really hard to earn more money and buy this car. So I think working hard is a good way to chase freedom. Okay,
Oh,
that's all.
so do I. So do I. What do you think about Alaor? Do you think that working hard is the best way to achieve freedom, or do you think that maybe as you just said here some minutes ago, work is not similar or is not attached to be free? What are you thinking about that?
Oh, no, I don't think that working hard it's a way to achieve freedom. I think Alicia said very well that freedom it's not 100% achievable. We're just kind of trying to achieve our kind of freedom, because like I said, each person will have their kind of freedom, but it's like a ideal word, right? I think if those people that are like billionaires, they kind of billionaires, no, millionaires, and they don't have to work anymore, kind of say, because I don't know, they sell their companies, they are rich, and they are in their late 40s, and I think even they don't have 100% of freedom, because they will have some issues, some personal issues. So I think the work it just one manner that it's just one thing that we have to do, right? We kind of have no choice. It's a societal thing. Uh, so I think I think that we could discuss a lot about it, the work and freedom. But like I said, I think what all of us in the world try to find, it's a work that you really good at it, and you like to do it, and you not is overwhelmed in the work, and the work with your time.
Yeah, man. I got you. I got you both. I agree with you guys. It's quite a difficult topic, isn't it? It shouldn't be a quite difficult topic because it's just a word. For instance, freedom. Who don't want a freedom? Who don't want it to be freedom or free? Who don't want it to be freedom or to have freedom? So that is how our life is about today. We have so many responsibilities with government, with the families, the friends, the companies, and maybe, as you both said, it's almost impossible to be 100% free of our lives. So just find a way to have joy in your life and keep moving. That's the best tip that we can give you guys who are watching. Find a good job that you like it, that you are good at it, as Laura said. And as Alice said here, try to do to work to achieve your dreams. And just I would like to say, guys, always you must have dreams. You always must set up new dreams, new topics, and new achievements, or let me use the right word here. Always set up good targets at your life. And that's gonna make you focus, and it's gonna make you feel the outcomes of your efforts. It's gonna be awesome. And now let's change for the next one. Alice, let me ask first now. What is love for you, Alice? How could you describe love in your point of view?
Oh, I actually the definition of love is very clear. We all know this. Love is such like we like our family. We like money. We like house. We like cars. We like a lot of good things. And if we deeply love something, we can call it love. And love is also very important in our lives. Love can give us hope. If you don't love anything around the world, then you will have no hope of this world. You will have no goal. Then your life will be meaningless. I believe that life will not be happy. But for someone who has a lot of love, they love their family. They want to work hard or help their family to do something. They want to provide something for their family. They like to spend time with their family. Then this person will be happy. And if they have something they love, such like a particular kind of work, then they will enjoy their work. They can make the money. At the same time, they can do something that they love. It's very hope. Yeah, that's all.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I just interrupted. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but your connection, we lost just your connection, but you are back now. Go ahead.
Okay. I think I have finished this part.
Okay. Thanks for your sharing. Thanks for sharing your ideas about love. And I agree. We could heard almost 99% of you just said. So yes, you are right, Alice. I believe that love is much important for everyone. Without love, could you imagine the world that we're living today without love? Even we are not just talking about romantic love or love for people, for persons, but love for life, love for good things, love for everyone that you always dream about. So love is important. It's attached for many, I should say love is attached for our target to live until I believe that no one wish to die, but love keeps us make our life happy, funny, and interesting. Without love, our life is gonna be boring. Maybe should be boring. and we do not like to live anymore. I don't know, maybe something like that. Love is important. How about you, Oliver? What do you think? How could you describe love in your point of view?
Yeah, I think the love starts with human connection that the people have between them, and then comes to a personal connection and an emotional connection. So, and I think, like you said, there are different types of love, not just the love in the romance, like the picture if a couple. There is the parental love. There is the family love. There is friends that you love. That is very important for your life. Even there are people sorry, that love their animals. So it's not just between humans, they have some connection, some history, and I think that's it. Love, it's about connection. It's about the human being. It's very necessary for the people, for the world, like people said, but just that.
Yeah, I got it. Nice. And yes, indeed, love, there are a lot of ways to show love. We can show love for our, let's suppose here, our girlfriend, our wife, our children, our pets, as you just said. And maybe for our careers, let's suppose here that we are living the best of our careers time. Maybe we are so excited about it, and we can call it love as well. I believe so. And guys, without love, it's impossible to have a good life. And that is what I believe. And I deeply believe that there's no other choice to have a good life without love. And as I said, not just couple love, not just romantic love. So be passionate for your life. That is the key. That is the key. That's the thing. And now I'd like to ask a question here. Alice, now I'd like to ask some questions about plans for the future. And is it important to make plans for the future? If so, how long time in the future it's common people plan their lives? What are you thinking about that, Alice?
Yeah, I think it depends. Sometimes it is very important to make plans for the future. It is when you have some goals. For example, we want our English to be fluent maybe in 2 years. Then at this time, it is important for us to have some plans. We need to keep practicing every week and try to do this for 2 years, such like this is important. But sometimes we don't have a very particular goal. We are very satisfied with our current life. We just want to keep what we have and what we are doing now, such as we just want to stay in our current company and finish our work every day. We don't have some other goals. At this time, I think we don't need to force us to make some plans because now everything is on track. We can just do what we are doing now, keep doing this. We don't need to make extra plans. And how long in the future, it also depends. It depends when you want to finish your goal. Take the example I just gave. We want to improve our English in 2 years. Then we need to have maybe 2 year long plan. But it's a little hard to make long time plans. Maybe we can just have a 1 month plan to try to make a plan for the English learning in the next month. Such like every day we spend we want to spend 30 minutes on practicing English and try to do this. It's very hard to have detailed plan, detailed and daily plan in a long run, maybe in 2 years. It's a little hard because no one will know what will happen in 2 years. Maybe 1 year later, our English is good enough. Then maybe we can do something else. We can learn some advanced word such like this. At that time, we don't need to practice our speaking skills. So I think we need to have detailed short-term plan, and we need to have a long-term goal. But for the long-term plans, it don't need to be so detailed. Maybe our short-term plan is not very good. Then we can make some adjustment. After several months, we think that this does not work well. We can just adjust our plans. Maybe we think that 30 minutes learning is not enough for us. So 2 months later, we can try to practice 40 minutes every day. Maybe this will be better. Okay.
Nice, nice. I like it. I like it the way you used to describe. And how about you, Alawar? Is it important to make plans for the future? If so, how long in the future we should plan your life?
Yeah, I think, like Alicia said, it is important to make plans for the future if you have some goal in your life currently, right? Because there will be some point in your life that you achieve it almost or all things that you wanted to. So, and there are a lot of people that have their like normal lives compared to society, and they're happy with their life. So I think if a person doesn't have a goal, they I don't know, but it's difficult nowadays. Some person uh, uh, doesn't have any plans for the future because like could be anything like a trip, a family thing, a new house, a new car, or something like this, you know. But I'm the kind of person that likes to make short-term plans, you know, because like about 1 2 years ahead. Because I don't know, I think it's more achievable. It's like Alicia said, it's more easy to prepare the things that you have to do, and your current scenario, it's more easy to predict what will happen, you know. uh, but there are people that like to make plans for the long-term shorts, like 10 years ahead, and make the short term like let's see what I can do, you know. But I like to do the short-term plans, and English is one of them for me this year. It's related to my job, and to not be fluent, just achieve more the advanced level, you know. And yeah, I think it's that.
Oh, nice, man. And yeah, you said very well, guys. You both said very well. I couldn't add anything more. It's quite important way to make our life interesting. When we have plans for the future, we keep our life interesting. We keep our life exciting. That is the trick to have plans. And as Alawar just said, it's quite impossible to people that doesn't they're quite important to find someone that has not planned for the future, even 6 months, 1 year. There are a lot of people that maybe are trying to pass out their driver license, for instance. It took 3 months here in Brazil. Maybe they are planning to achieve this goal in their life, and after that, they will create new plans. And it's always like that. We always live in create plans. If you bought a new car, let's suppose here that you just bought a new car and you made it 60 installments to pay it, to finish your payment. So you, as you just said, you had a loan. You made a loan with the bank, and you are excited to finish this loan. You're excited to finish this payment, this installment that you made it to bought your car. So it's a plan, okay? In English, guys, now let's change a little bit our point for English skills. Alawar just gave us here his idea about his English. He is studying English currently to get more accuracy, to get more vocabulary, and to develop his English because he is planning to work outside of the country for a country, for companies and things like that. And Alice already told me some classes before, some meetings before, that she is studying English because she is planning as well to move abroad, maybe live in Europe or countries that English is going to be a requirement. So, talking about this plan, what do you think? How much do you think that you are close to them? From, let's suppose here, from 0 to 100%. Alaor, how is your, I should say, how is your KPI, I should say, how is your percent of your achievement, your dream? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, about my English, I think it's the percent. I think I would say 75, 80%, because I'm really satisfied with my English. I have one problem that I have kind of warm up my English to talk better. You know, when we started, I was like, I kind of being stuck in the first sentence that I said, and then after I said better. But yeah, I think I have to just increase a little bit more of my vocabulary, and fix some grammar errors that I may I may do in some sentence, some mistakes, and but I think it's pretty well for my goal. Like say, and just find a remotely job, not leaving another country, talking every day with persons. It's just I English for business and meetings. You know, in my area there is IT, and yeah, I think I almost there.
Yes, man, indeed, indeed. How about you, Alice? On a scale of 0 to 100%, how do you feel that you are closer to your dream? Speaking English without afraid, without being scared.
Yeah, actually, my goal is to find a job in a foreign country and work in an English speaking environment. I think now I am also quite satisfied with my English level. Maybe just like a lower 75% or 80%, because now I think I find that I could describe all of my work and my projects in English quite fluently. But I am a little concerned about my listening skills, because if I take an interview, my interviewer maybe from all around the world. I'm not afraid of the standard English accent, but some interviewers in the tech industry are from India. I'm a little afraid of their accents. This is some of my concern. But I think that's okay. And I still need to further improve my vocabulary skill. I don't know enough vocabularies. I need to know more vocabulary. And but I think now I dare to try to have some English interview to test my English skill. Maybe I will do this in a very short time.
Of course you're gonna do it. Of course you're gonna make it. You both guys. Let me say what I think about our English level here. When I say our, I'm telling you about yours and mine and our job that we are doing here. We have been practicing English for a while, so I hope you are, like you just said here, I hope you are feel satisfied, because that is memorable. When I say that, it's because I believe that our English is very good, guys. Compared to so many other people that I already know it, already knew, and compare some English levels exams that I did. I tried some English tests here on the internet. I tried some English job interviews as well. I already made it. So I believe that our English is good, guys. Our English is not, of course, is not perfect. We are not advanced, or I should say advanced, maybe. I could call us as an advanced speaker, but it's almost there. It's almost there. The rest of the things is gonna happen. For instance, Alaor said that he'd like to improve his English, his vocabulary, maybe his accent or things like that. And Alice told me that she'd like to have a better listening skills or understand some foreign accents, for instance, Indian accent, maybe Europe accent, maybe South American accent or things like that. But guys, I have been paying closer attention on some things, and one thing that I learned is that you never know, you never know exactly when it happens. For instance, Alawar said, I'm trying to develop my English. I try to develop my vocabulary, create more new sentences, difficult and more advanced sentences. But you know, you never notice that. You never know when I'm ready, when I'm finishing my English study, because there will be no such time. We will never, honestly, we will never be ready. Oh, now I do not need it to practice my speaking skills anymore. So that time maybe will never came, because English is like a language. It's like walking around. It's like just to have a walking on the street. If you stop to walk for maybe 6 months, let's suppose that you're gonna sit in your chair and you make some challenge, you accept some challenges that you're gonna sit down on a chair for more than 6 months. When you were asked to stand up and start walking again, maybe we will not be able to do it. So that's exactly how our English works. So we must practice English daily and forever. There will be no end time. There will be no end time for us. But I would like to say that, let me try to be more clear here, just before we change the topic. We will never, by ourselves, I'm talking about ourselves, our point of view. We will never be able to describe when this target was achieved. Let's suppose here today, maybe today we already achieved our dreams, like we develop our speaking, we use some advanced words, we describe, maybe Alice already is a good English listening, has a good English listening skills. I don't know, but how could you notice that? It would be just for other people, just other English speakers, maybe co-workers that is English speaking fluent. Just they could describe that your English is good, your English is awesome. And I have been noticed that, guys, because I do not believe in my English skills as well. I didn't believe in my English skills since 3 months ago when I took a test from IELTS to speak. Just a similar test, is not the same test for IELTS, but I make some English tests and I scored very well, and I scored very well, and I got scared because I don't even believe in myself. So, but my English is good for them. My English is not so weak, So that is eligible. That's you must to get these compliments about your English. Guys, your English is so good. You are able to talk for 1 hour without problem. Of course, we don't know all the topics that we're gonna talk about, but you manage it, you can describe, you did it. That is English, how the English works. I don't know if you agree with me. Have you ever have another conversation with someone, Alawar, that you notice that your English is not so weak as you thought?
Yeah. Actually, there are some days that I don't know why it happens, but there are some days that I really talks very well. There was one time that I was talking with a person in some country in Asia. I don't remember it, but she thought that I was kind of almost fluent English, so I was very flattered, and but that thing that Alicia said is very real about the accent understanding. I faced that too. With people from India, people from Russia and Turkey and Ukraine. They have accent that could be a really difficult to understand. I even once I talked with like a young professor in United States that moved to United States to be a professor in one university, and he was using a platform to talk with people around the world, just because that, to get used to different accents, because he was struggling in the class with some people, you know. So it's a real issue for us.
Yes, indeed. I agree. With Alice and I had some English conversations with a lot of friends from Asia. But Alice, what is your point of view about that? There were a time when you have a conversation, have a simple conversation, even at the workplace or maybe on the streets, maybe in a meeting, that you felt that your English was good. Your English was not so weak as you thought it before. There was that time that have you ever feel like that?
Oh yeah. In my in work, I had a project on which I need to collaborate with some colleagues in the United States, and these two colleagues are originally from India, but now actually they were raised in the United States, so they are native speakers. I could communicate with them very well, although sometimes I find that when describing work, if I can use my mother tongue, it will be better. But using English it is also okay. Maybe maybe I'm not as comfortable as speaking Chinese, but they can understand me and I can express myself well, and we can put forward this project very smoothly. So I think this means my English is okay. The language is not a barrier in this project. Everything is okay, but I still need to further improve myself. My English. Sometimes when I need to describe some very complicated logic, then I feel a little struggle. I need to think it over, to search for some words in my brain. And not quite fluent. I need to explain this complicated logic maybe for several times, and then we can understand each other well.
Oh, how good was that feeling, wasn't it? When you had the opportunity to work with some foreign people or with some people from all over the world, and they were able to get your information, they were able to understand you. And that feeling is priceless. And that is exactly what we are looking for. And that is exactly what our brain likes to hear. Our brain likes to feel that way, you know. So it's like a recompense, it's like a rewarding time. So Alawer already said as well. So we have so many times that our English is like step up, you know. We feel that our English is step up, and we feel that our English develop, and we don't even notice it. You know, we don't even notice, we don't even know when it happens. When it happened, when I improve it, when I step up my level, when I move it from B1 to C1, and I don't know. But that is how English works. Just practice, just keep going, just make this meeting with me, with our friends, with other colleagues that you have, and to always be able to always be free or be an open mind to talk and to have a conversation, because that is exactly what we need. That is how our fluence will achieve or will reach our brain, will reach our mouth. And I hope you have feeling the same. I'm so excited, as Alaor said and Alice said, I'm so happy with my English level as well. I cannot describe how good is feel like that, but I believe that you know well how good it is to be able to speak another language. We are not just, for instance, Portuguese people. We are not just Brazilian. We now are open for all over the world. Our mind is open for all over the world, because English is a language. It's called international language, that you can make business with people from all over the world. You can make friendships with people from the half part of the globe, as Alice, for instance. Alice from China. Have you ever imagined yourself, Alaor, that you will be able to make a friendship with a Chinese woman? I didn't. I don't know how about you, but before my English skills, I couldn't imagine that I will have a friend as Alice, for instance. Maybe Alice is the same boat. I don't know. What do you think, Alaor? How many friends did you make or have you managed to reach about your English, with your English?
Yeah, I neither. I never imagined think like that before the English, right? Yeah, I don't have like yet some friends internationally, because I'm kind of just currently make some conversations for practicing my English. But like I said, it's a very advantage of learning, specifically the English language, because you breaking this barrier of knowing people worldwide, because most of the people in the world even have the English saying inside the country, even though in like the second or third language, a lot of countries have this kind of thing to say a lot of language. And yeah, like I said, it's very cool.
Yeah, indeed, man. And how about you, Alice? Have you ever imagined yourself have a friendship from people from Brazil, for instance? I don't know if you have ever met before someone from Brazil, but now you are able to say that you have some friends from Brazil. Did you have feel that? Do you have felt like that before?
No, before I start to speak English, I have never imagined that. And actually now, it's also a very cool thing, because sometimes I chat with my colleagues and I told them that I am trying to improve my English skills, and they ask me, how could you do this? How do you practice? And I told them that we had a WeChat group, and there are some Brazilian friends, and there are also some friends from all around the world, such as from Bangladesh, from Poland, and a lot of countries. They will say, "Oh wow, that's amazing! That's so cool! How could you manage to do that? Oh, this is so amazing. We have never imagined that. Oh, you are so great," such like this. I still think it's a very great thing. And actually, when I was in primary school, in English class, I remember that there was a word called pen friend, which means in the textbook, the context is someone has a pen friend from other country, such as Australia, and they will use email or just the mail to communicate with each other. And our English teacher like to ask us a question to try to practice English with us. This question is, do you have a pen friend? And all the answers are no. And we think that, oh, that's impossible to have a pen friend. And then that was a girl whose English was not so good at that time. And the teacher asked her, do you have a pen friend? She said yes. And the teacher was so amazed. The teacher asked her, really? Do you have a pen friend? That's amazing. That's impossible. Then that girl said, "Oh, she misunderstood the teacher." So this means having a friend from from other country is an impossible thing for us when we were young. Maybe it's because of the internet was not so developed now, and maybe it's also because our English skill was not so good now, and now we have good internet, and our English is very good, so we can have friends with from another side of the world. That's so amazing.
Oh, how nice was here that you when you spoke about your friends, that you told them you were studying English with some people from all over the world, and it was very cool. Try to hear. I try imagining their faces when you were talk with them, and they were saying, "Oh, that's cool. How nice it is to have friends to practice English." And I have the same feeling here. It's the same feeling about our English, about our partnership here. And when I show my YouTube channel from my friends here, when they see that we have friends from all over my country and all over the world. So we have friends from Goiânia, from São Paulo, I had a friend from Santa Catarina, but he is not here with us yet, but he will looking forward to join. He is looking forward to join. And now we have friends from all over the world, and they seems to be amazed as well with this, I should say, the big way that we discover to practice our speaking skills, and it's for free. That's the best part of our practice here is for free. Of course, we are not here to teach each other. That there's a huge difference here. When we came here to these meetings, I'm not teaching Alice, and you both are not teaching me anything. We are just practicing what we already know, what we discovered during the weekdays, maybe reading a book, maybe seeing a video on YouTube, maybe on their last meetings. We are just exercising our brain. That is what we are doing here. We are not teaching each other. We are just having a free conversation, an amazing conversation, and make friendship meanwhile. That's what I feel, at least. So guys, thank you so much for your time. Today was awesome. We have so many topics to discuss, and we managed. I believe that we talked about equity, we talked about love, we talked about freedom, and we talked about plans for the future, how important it's going to be to have a plan for the future, to make our life excited, to make our life interesting. And now, of course, we talked about our English level and our friendships as well. Hope you enjoyed this English meeting. Hope to see you in the next meeting. It's going to be tomorrow morning, of course, for those who had the opportunity to join, feel free. But if you don't, no worries. I really understand that we have sometimes to ourselves at the weekend. But thank you so much for your Saturday and morning and night, because Alice is from China. And hope you see you in the next time, guys. Thank you so much, Alaor. Thank you, Alice, to be here. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. See you guys later.
Thank
Later
you. See
tomorrow.
you. Bye bye. Have a
See
nice
you.